Miss Pantry, and today I am making a beautiful fruited stuffed Cornish Game Hen. How else do I say that? And it's gonna have a pineapple pepper glaze on it. This is a jam that I make, and I'm gonna make a glaze for this. So I'm gonna bake this off. Now I have done this, in the smoker, but I'm gonna bake it off, and I'm gonna use the ultra propane and the lid because I don't want it to brown too much, and I'll take the lid off part way through. And the lid, you could also make like a small crumble dessert in it if you wanted to, but just a thought. All right, so to get started, and I don't need to spray, these are non-stick. They don't recommend that you use metal in them because they will scratch, but I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite pieces because I can actually just take it and put it on a trivet on the table and serve. So today I've got my Cornish Game Hen, I've got my rice that I freezer banked for you, and this is, I'm gonna use a half a cup of this, which is a serving for me. And I will only eat half of a Cornish Game Hen. I cannot eat the whole thing, but for a big eater, it would still be good. I've got pineapple, cilantro, half of a jalapeno, half of a rib of celery, 1 clove, large clove of garlic, 3 dried apricots, and I've got 3 red bell peppers, some seasoning, and some green onions that I keep in the fridge smart, and we're gonna get to going. So I'm gonna bring you in so you can see how I do this. It goes quick, it goes easy, and it is delicious. Trust me when I tell you, you're gonna wanna make this. This is holiday quality. So let's say for Easter, you don't wanna make a big ham or a big turkey or do something huge. Do a few Cornish Game Hens. Everybody gets one. It's impressive and it's delicious. And it screams spring. So I cut up everything so it can go into the chopper pretty much, except for my onions. I've got a little bundle of cilantro. It might equal 2 tablespoons. I also am gonna add this pineapple. These are pineapple tidbits. It's gonna go in here. It's gonna be wonderful. I've cut up already. I wanna keep the pieces of the apricot the way they are. So in the in my little chopper, I'm gonna add the jalapeno, the garlic, the celery, and the cilantro. And I seeded the jalapeno, but it's only half of one because this is just serving for one, unless you're gonna share this. And you could share this. I can only eat half of a Cornish Game Hen. I think they're really rich, and that's a lot of meat to consume in one sitting. So I just give this a whirl, actually. And now I want to add my green onions. I know that's not done yet, but I need a green onion. I keep the green onions washed. They don't last as long as if you put them in dirty, but I keep the green onions washed and dried in my fridge smart, and keeps them way longer than in the refrigerator. I just love how wonderful, and I only really need one. So we'll go ahead and peel that back, cut the end off, and we are ready to go. And I'm just gonna chop that up in the chopper too. I don't, just get it down to a manageable size. I forget, this thing does all the work. It's a little workhorse. You need one of these in your kitchen. Just follow the link, I'll show you where to get it. Anyways, and the rest of it I want very chunky. Okay, that should be good. And look, we are chopped up super fine. That's gonna go in our stuffing. It's gonna be fantastic. So, in my bowl, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a half a cup of my rice. And remember, I did the basmati rice with chicken stock. And I'm just gonna grab out a half a cup. It's a perfect amount. Grab my fruit and my pineapple, and that's about 2 tablespoons of the pineapple tidbits. And then we'll go ahead with the jalapeno, cilantro, and that kind of it mirrors the sauce that we're gonna put on this. And I may not need all of this, so I'm just gonna put 2 heaping tablespoons. I don't wanna overdo it. I'm gonna season this with some cracked pepper, some lemon pepper, about maybe, I don't know, 1/4 teaspoon of the lemon pepper that I use. And then I've got Thrive red bell peppers, which I use almost daily. I love them. And I'm gonna grab a good 1/4 cup of those, and I'm just gonna crush them up. The juices from the Cornish Game Hen will rehydrate these. It's gonna be fantastic. So now all I have to do is mix this up. And it might look like a little bit too much for this, but trust me when I tell you, it's not. You can get quite a bit in the cavity of a Cornish hen. In fact, look at that. Doesn't that look delicious already? It just looks fantastic. I know you're gonna think, what? But I am going to use on the outside of my bird to help brown it, but also on the inside, duck fat. And I will leave a link down below. This is so delicious. It has such a mild flavor, but it adds an element you can't get from anything else. So this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna spray this rice down with a good spray and mix it again. It'll keep it from being dry, and it's gonna add that flavor, and oh, it's gonna be so good. Okay, now I've got to clear off my station here and get to stuffing this bird. I'm gonna go ahead and get a pair of gloves on because I don't want the mess. I can't turn the camera off if my hands are dirty, so move this stuff out of the way. It's gonna be so good. I think Cornish game hens are actually not used enough. I feel like we forget how good they are, and I get mine at Costco in a 6-pack, and sometimes I can them. If you guys want to see a canning process with the hens, let me know. I can them. I do an herbed canned Cornish game hen, and even if you didn't do that, you take this right here and make a small pot of soup. It makes the best soup with vegetables and maybe a little bit of orzo pasta. It's delicious. So I've already rinsed and dried my bird, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and start stuffing it. And there's no easy way to do this, and no way not to make a mess. But I'm gonna do my best. Anyways, we're gonna grab tons of stuffing in there. Now, you could stuff this. I've done a video for you guys, a Thanksgiving video years ago, and I did it with fruit, but it was with the bread stuffing, and then I did a apricot brandy glaze on it. Oh my goodness. It was divine, and it was a perfect Thanksgiving dinner. So I'm just gonna let you know that you can definitely make this for a holiday. And beans, we have the holiday coming right up. Maybe you can decide to do this. So see, that's a perfect amount for this little bird. I'm gonna take this off of here and get it right into the ultra pro pan and take my gloves off. And now I'm gonna spray and season the outside of the bird so it gets nice and crispy brown. But I don't want it to brown up too fast before it's cooked. These little birds take about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, believe it or not. I'm gonna push down this way, and in we go. I want enough room on top there. So, little cracked pepper. Ooh, I'm almost out. No! All right, I gotta fill my pepper and a little bit of my lemon pepper seasoning. And we will be putting the pineapple pepper jelly on there. But for now, it's going in the oven in a 375-degree oven for at least an hour, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to start the glazing. Well, I'm going to start the glazing at 45 minutes. So I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to give you a visual down here. I decided not to leave the lid on, and I just covered this with parchment because I wasn't sure if the lid would brown it too much. So you can see we've got a nice little hen coming along. Delicious, smells amazing. I have taken about 1/4 cup of my pineapple pepper jelly and heated it up in a vent and serve in the microwave. And you can heat this up in any kind of bowl, but I want it right down on top of that rice to melt in there. And yeah, oh, and so 1/4 cup is going to baste this a couple different times, and you really want to make sure that you baste it well. So I will baste this in another 15 minutes. So this is at 45 minutes. We're gonna baste it in 15 more and let it get brown. No parchment on top. Oh my goodness. And that's my oven saying, close the door. So, I've got this in the convection oven down below. So there you go. Okay, I'll be back when it's all done. Okay guys, so this is the end result. Now I am gonna cut this in half and it'll be 2 portions, but look at this. Fall apart, juicy, the juices are running clear. It's just absolutely phenomenal. How wonderful, look at that. Oh, and it's hot. I even let this rest for about 15 minutes. Let's see. Let's see if it'll focus for you. Oh, it's probably, there we go. Now we got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little taste test. Hot. Oh my gosh, you guys. Absolutely over the top delicious. So I'm gonna sneak a bite of the rice out of here. I don't know how I sneak that, but here's the rice. Sneak that out. The stuffing is delicious. Hold on, wait for it. There we go. That's savory and sweet all at the same time. So let me bring you in. Okay guys, so I just have to tell you, this is so delicious. The stuffing, the rice stuffing is savory, spicy, and then you get a bang of sweet. It's absolutely wonderful, and I can definitely taste the duck fat. It's phenomenal. And all the juices from the bird have gone into that rice, so it's not dry, it's moist. The fried peppers refreshed all on their own. Unbelievable. And then we have this just succulent Cornish Game Hen. This is the breast meat, not dry. Okay, now I've kind of massacred this. Oh yeah. Guys, I hope it inspires you to go ahead and try this. It could be just a great Easter dinner. Now you could change it up any way you want. If you don't like sweet and spicy, maybe just make it on the sweet side. Or you don't like spicy, or maybe you love spicy, make it all spicy. You could change this up any way you want. If you want to see some more recipes using Cornish Game Hens, leave me a comment down below and hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And don't forget, if you're looking for great cookware, inexpensive for the most part, I'm gonna tell you, it lasts forever. It's a lifetime warranty. You will not regret having this. It's lightweight. It's beautiful to put on the table. It goes from the fridge to the oven to the table to the freezer. Done. Anyway, all right. I'll see you next time. for another delicious recipe. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I'm hungry. So I'm gonna dish this up for us and